This video is to directly attack the minds of the Sonic fans and just shatter that wall of belief they have for Sega and Sonic Team. Because what you guys always say is Sonic Team is working hard and Sega's working hard. They're listening to the fans. You guys are so funny. And you know what? All these games that Sega cranks out, you guys just eat them. Like Sega takes a crap on a plate, you guys, they're ready with your spoons. Just eating it up. Eating it like it's a smorgasbord. Well, you know what? I've come across two articles a while ago showing just how much Sega and Sonic Team cares. Okay, this is from the blog that the Sega employee had put up. Let's see. This is his comment about Sonic Team. Earlier in the blog, he was talking about Knights when it was in development, but down here is when he talks about Sonic Team. Let's see. Sonic Team, for all their past accomplishments, are not the development force they once were. They no longer represent the name and ideal they so desperately cling onto now. While other great Sega studios, UGA, Hitmaker, Smilebit, Overworks, Rosso, become dissolved and restructured into new research and development departments, Sonic Team managed to keep its name, at least externally, for marketing reasons and position thanks to the efforts and in no small part the massive ego of Yuji Naka. But this move was what trapped the team in a Sonic-filled purgatory and ultimately led to Naka's departure in 2006. Instead of using the restructuring for good, Sonic Team became complacent slaves of their earlier successes. Their primary goal now is purely business driven, to please the managing directors with good ROIs. This is not so abnormal. It is a business after all, but they leave little room for creativity and originality in their particular brand of working practices. So here we are. Clearly the blame does not lay squarely on Naka and the Sonic Team's door. The direction of Sega, or rather Sammy, as a corporation, the narrow-minded short-term annual business plan practices and development processes, examples, a tight development schedule, that demand yearly churning out of Sonic products all play a major part in potentially damaging the chances of Knight's Journey of Dreams has of being a good game. He basically said that because of Sega's schedule with putting out Sonic games, it jacks up all their other franchise games like Knights. But there's no doubt that Sonic Team have lost their quality touch. They are worse than talentless. They are without passion, bored, weary, closed-minded, and out of touch with any sense of what makes games good anymore. Not to mention what consumers want, and in the long term, what the company itself so desperately needs. Sonic Team are a relic from a past age who have overstayed their welcome. For the same marketing reasons that their name was initially kept, and has since backfired, it should be dissolved. It may already be too late for Knights, and I really hope it isn't and they manage to turn it around, which with Izaki's San's passion for the project is a possibility. But for the good of the company's image, for the future of Sega's other prestigious IPs, and lastly for its ionic mascot, it needs to be done. Before they release another Sonic game with a transforming evil knight, Sonic, who looks like a werewolf and can stretch his arms out Dawson style, it will happen. Mark my words. Alright, the next article reads as such. I asked one of the developers at TGS, I was like, come on, everybody just wants Sonic running. Like, what's up with the werehog? And he was like, well, here's the deal. He runs at this miles per hour, kilometers per hour, and he laid out all the statistics on how fast the hedgehog goes. And he was like, in order to make a game where Sonic is running and everybody enjoys the whole thing, we have to design this many levels. And it was some ungodly number. And he's like, and it would be like maybe a 3-hour game. And I was like, wow, well, that kind of stinks. And he was like, yeah, so we got to do this other stuff. Sonic fans, please, get it through your stupid thick skulls. Look at the evidence. Sega does not care about you guys at all. They don't. It's evident. Look at Sonic 06. All those glitches, the terrible gameplay, all those different characters they put in there. It was horrible. Sonic 06 is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. And look at all the different gimmicks they got going on. Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic and the Black Knight. I mean, did you guys request them to do that? Did you guys honestly request them to do that? Since they're listening to their fans, I guess you guys asked for them to make a storybook series, which is a pretty lazy way to make a Sonic game, you know. Take a storybook, copy and paste Sonic into it, and make a game out of it and give them a different kind of gameplay. That is beyond terrible. And look at Sonic Riders. Did you guys request for Sonic to be put on a hoverboard and race a terribly voiced Jet the Hawk guy? Did you guys ask for that? No, you didn't. What I see you guys asking for is Chow Gardens and Loop-de-Loops and Sonic's base gameplay from the Genesis. That's what I see you guys asking. But I see all these brain-addled, closed-minded, and blind morons saying, you leave the new Sonic games alone. If you can't get with the times, this is the new Sonic. You guys are Sega robots. You guys are literally coming out the Dr. Robotnik factory. Must love Sonic. Literally, this is what you guys are doing. Look at all the other franchises. I mean, Knights and Sama de Amigo, two of Sega's original franchises, got better scores than Sonic's newer games, which is pathetic. Sega cares more about these than their original mascot that put them into the position they were in gaming history. You guys are morons for supporting Sega. You know what's worse? Sega is not incapable of making good games. Take Valkyria Chronicles, for example. This is my second favorite game this generation. I mean, it's sliding into first, because I'm still playing this game. It has more download content now and everything. But this game is by far one of the greatest I've ever played. And it's made by Sega. And you know what? The guy that made this game cares about his fans, unlike Sega's attitude with Sonic. You know why? Because the guy that made it, he was so excited about how this game was received that he wants to make a sequel. There was an article that happened like last week saying the creator was so excited he wants to make a sequel. And you know what? I hope to God they do, because that is an incredible game. But like I said, they don't care about Sonic. Sonic is all about the money now. He's all about business. Because Sega knows you guys will open your mouths right at Sega's anus, and just gulp down the garbage that comes out their anus. Sega knows it, and they're exploiting it. It's ridiculous. I mean, I would love a great Sonic game. I really would. I used to love Sonic. First time I played Sonic on the Sega, I was at my grandma's house. My cousin, he had a Sega. I never played Sega before. I didn't even know what the heck Sega was. I only had a Super Nintendo. First time I played that game, when I was forced to get off that game, I cried. Because it was too much fun. Too much fun. I mean, if you... Sonic... I don't want to get into his games right now so much, because I want to leave that for another video so I can get in better detail. But it's not hard to make a good Sonic game. But because they overpower Sonic so much to this blazing speed all the time, they can't make a good game where he's doing a lot of speed. You know why? Because they're too lazy to make levels long enough. They don't have the agenda to do it. They don't. Sonic is not worth their time. But you know why everything ended up like this? Because Sega knows for a fact that you guys will buy the Sonic games anyway. Not because they got great reviews, not because it has great gameplay, not because it's something new. No! They know their games are bad. They know it for a fact, but they know you guys will buy them just because Sonic is on the cover. They know it! There's proof all the way down Sonic's gaming library. You guys single-handedly turned Sega's Sonic branch lazy. You guys turned Sega's whole attitude towards Sonic into crap. Because they know you guys will just buy it anyway. That's why I made a quote. if somebody craps, somebody will eat. Like I said earlier, Sega craps, Sonic Team craps. You guys, go, y'all eat it up. You guys eat it and you guys love it. You guys enjoy it. Diarrhea and crap, my favorite meal of the day. Like I said, people that Valkyria Chronicles care about their fans. Metal Gear, Mr. Kojima, they care about their fans. He's talking about making Zone of the Enders 3 only because the fans want him to. He's going to make an HD version of Zone of the Enders 2 because, you know what? Because the fans love it. Those are companies that care. Those are people that care. Sonic Team and Sega, they don't care about the Sonic fans. So I want you guys to take everything I said in the video, think about it, let it marinate in your heads while you wait for the next Brainfart video.